Our next speaker is Mr. Opender Kumar Kaul, who is the General Manager of the George Shoe PLC, a major company that has chosen Ethiopia as a production center and reaching out to the world. So this is one of also the huge success stories, and with, as you heard from His Excellency Ato Taddese, with quite a major plan for expansion in the future. So we look forward to hearing from him in terms of his experience in the last 10 years and also what the company's plans are for the coming few years. You have the floor.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a brief about our company. Our company has started somewhere in 1979, exact date 15 September, and it started in Taiwan, and over the years, after growing in Taiwan, it moved to China in 1989. It was the first leather shoe company in China. After working in China, in 2012, we decided that we should expand, and we went around many countries around the world. We went to some Asian countries. We also visited few countries in Africa, and then zeroed down on Ethiopia. Our reason for zeroing down on Ethiopia was when we met the leadership of this country. The first person actually we met was His Excellency Mr. Taddese Haile, and he actually took this project here. He grabbed this project. Later we met the Industry Minister, we met His Excellency the Honorable Prime Minister, and all these meetings ensured that we should invest here. We went around, we talked to the various investors who are already here. One thing what we noticed during the process, what was the leadership, and second was the very young workforce. I am sure every one of you know that this industry is highly labor intensive, and the average age of the people here was around 24 at that time. Even now it is around that only. Another issue which was very interesting was the amount of animal population. In the world, average is around 28 animals to 100 people. This is one country where there is one animal to one person. 100 million people, 100 million animals. So that is a unique thing which is very much necessary for an industry like ours. The raw material availability further ensured that we should come here. We had actually, when we came here, we had plans only for the shoe. And we entered here somewhere in October, after assessing all the markets. And we were surprised by the speed with which the things went here. We got our investment license in a day. We got other issues which we had to sort out with our investment. Those were also sorted in less than 48 hours. And surprising thing was that the minimum investment at that time was that we had to invest around $200,000. But I am pleased to inform you all here, we started our investment with $1,100. And we are allowed to do that. That is what the leadership matters, and they allowed us to do that. And we got our investment license in this country, and rest is the history. We started in Bolelemi in Addis Ababa, 2 factories, and we were pleasantly surprised by looking at the workforce, because we built the factory in 3 months, and exactly after another 1.5 months, we shipped our first container from this country, which went to China. At present, we are doing business in China, Japan, and some small quantities in US. After being here for a year, we decided we should expand here. This is a country where we can grow. There are problems. I'm not saying there are not problems, but still, we thought the way the leadership is going, these problems will get sorted out. And we took a decision of putting the industrial park here around 50 kilometers away in Mojo, 70 kilometers away in Mojo. We are investing around $100 million in that setup. After getting the license last year in 23rd of January 2015, we have built the industrial park now, and the first phase of production we are starting at December end this year. We plan this will be the biggest industrial park for the leather and leather product sector, for the fashion leather product, for fashion leather shoes and fashion leather, finished leather. This will be the biggest in Africa and definitely second biggest in the world for the fashion leather shoes and for leather articles. We'll do some gloves. We'll do other leather products in that unit. By the time it is operational, it may take another few years, but we are quite confident that it will be a success story in this country, because looking at the people, the culture of the country, we hope that we are on the right track. Our journey has been quite smooth, I would say, till now, but there are some challenges which have been discussed in the morning hours also. And the major challenge in this we are finding is the logistics, the cost of transportation, and that has to be looked into. I request Excellencies to look into that. Though the train has been inaugurated yesterday, but it has to be connected to the port. It is 8 kilometers away from the port, and that is going to create problems. So those have to be taken into care, and I am sure in next few months that problem will get sorted out. And if once that is getting sorted out, we are sure that business and the investors will come into this country, because Djibouti is only 10 hours drive from here by train. So that should get sorted out. We see a bright future for Ethiopia. We see that this industry, if Vietnam, which has 10 million less population than Ethiopia, has much higher turnover of the leather and leather products, almost 4 billion. Why this country cannot do it? There is no reason, because the focus is on this industry. So we hope that we have taken a right choice, and we are sure that we are in the right direction and right country. One more thing which is very important in this country is you have the investment commission which facilitates the investment. But there is another thing which this country has done very well. They have developed this Leather Industry Development Institute. Other than world-class laboratories and the training facilities and all that, it is also one institute of its kind which facilitates the investors' work in this country, which is unique. It really facilitates the investors' work in this country. And that is a very big plus point for especially for investors like us who come from other countries who don't know much about the country. So this is a thing which I wanted to share with you, which will, if anyone is interested in investing, it will be a big boost to them. We are also taken a decision in this country that we will not only do the shoes, or we'll do all the components here. Our aim is, our project, what we have envisaged is that in 7 years from now, we should not be importing more than 3 to 5% of the final product from any other country. We should be making shoes here, we'll be making the components here, we'll be doing the packaging industry here. We'll do everything what is connected with the shoe and leather articles. That is, and not only that, we will also ensure that we are in big way supporting the local industry on the components and other needs of the shoe and product industry. Thank you very much.